Hello my gorgeous Capricorn, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and of course it's for you my gorgeous Capricornius, and it's for September 2022. Do you know when things are going to start becoming very interesting for you? Precisely on the actual 10th of September 2022. On the 10th of September 2022, you are going to have a really unexpected situation. And the unexpected situation that you're going to have, it's on one hand really going to open your eyes. First of all, it's going to quite confuse you, but then on another hand, you are gonna really need to respond to this situation almost immediately, because if you do not respond to this situation almost immediately, you're not going to get something really powerful out of it. And what I mean by getting something powerful out of it, it's mostly like in terms of the actual learning something about yourself. What you're going to learn about yourself at that moment in time, it's purely by your own action, which is going to come to you through your subconscious mind. So the third psychic eye, it's going to play a massive role when it comes to this, and this in itself is going to become the point in your life which is going to start changing literally every single aspect. You know, only like 11 days later, exactly after that moment in time, you will have an opportunity, and that opportunity you wouldn't even notice, you wouldn't even pay attention to if you didn't respond just like really the way you responded on the actual in September, on the 10th of September. So it's all to make it too confusing. It's all about you understanding that it's about you spontaneously responding to something. You don't have to worry about, oh my god, what's going to happen, what I'm going to say. No baby, no. All you need to worry about is not to overanalyze at that moment in time. So you go with your strict feeling. You go with that particular flow. You go with the first thing that comes to you, indeed. And this is why this is so important, because if you kind of find yourself analyzing, then this is just going to take you somewhere else. And then when you find yourself somewhere else, then you're going to need to kind of again find your way back in order to kind of like really, manifest this type of situation once again. I'm not saying that this is not going to happen like later on, but I'm just telling you that this in itself is going to bring you a miraculous, quite a wonderful opportunity. And you see when I shuffle these cards, and when I think about, the opportunity that is actually going to come out of it, just remember, you see, the opportunity that is going to come out of it is just going to be really powerful option, really important option. And that option is going to make something true, something, some kind of like something that you were like kind of like thinking about quite a lot, but it's a lot to do with your lifestyle, with your immediate lifestyle, with your peace, with your happiness, with your peace with yourself, but also like making a really big change, when it comes to your immediate environment, when it comes to your home and things like that. So on another note, when it comes to the actual numerology, your number is number 10. So not only that the 10th of September it's going to be a big mama, but at the same time you have got a number 10 as in actual numerology. So this is also a very strong sign, which is indicating not only the importance of the actual 10th of September, but the importance of the 1st of September. Something is going to come to you, some kind of idea, pay attention to. Then it's going to be the 10th of September. Then it's going to be again the 21st of September. So the 21st of September, it's also something is just going to come to you completely out of the blue. Some kind of like a solution to an ongoing problem involving other people in your life who are the closest to you, who mean to you so much. You're going to benefit from this, but it's a lot about you realizing something and understanding how to help to someone in the best possible way. Do you know, like if I can explain this to you, I know this is going to sound weird, but there is some kind of like a really interesting knowledge that you're going to become aware of when it comes to the actual month of September, especially at around the 17th of September. And this in itself, it's a lot to do with the spiritual guidance and what do you need to do, like in terms of to make yourself happy, in terms of your soul, in terms of your spirit, but also in terms of you you taking, you know, your spirituality on the next level. Whatever you consider your spirituality to be, do just that, you know. Whatever makes you feel good, do just that. Whatever makes you happy, my gorgeous Capricornians, do just that, because it's important, because this is how you're going to ultimately make yourself happy, but also at the same time it's going to become your own guidance, you know, to kind of make the best possible decisions in life. And also when it comes to the actual numerology, my gorgeous Capricornians, this number 10 that I'm talking about, you know, it's all about, very much so, it's a sign that, you know, what you're going to feel this month, it's like really going to reconnect you with your own destiny. It's going to reconnect you with your fate, you know, and it's to do with a very powerful outcome that you are going to have. But most importantly, this is to, you know, go on the next stage of your life. So naturally you are going to realize that you are approaching the end of a very, very kind of a long problem, and that in itself, when that happens, you know, you need to pay attention to that problem that you're going to be approaching. And this is going to happen in between the 24th of September and the end of that month. The problem that you're going to be approaching, again, my God, you know, all you need to do is just be strong, be strong, be strong. By being strong, you're going to be brave. By being brave, you're just going to kind of like really energize yourself so much. But it's all about, you know, like getting closer to the understanding that it's time for action. It's time to attack that particular problem, and it's all about your frame of mind. So that particular problem in itself, it's going to show itself, you know, within this stage, you know, at the end of September. But then at the same time, from you, you need to understand that it's all about your frame of mind. So don't kind of like put yourself down, or don't bring yourself down, and don't think negatively, because then you have got a very powerful way of thinking. Your thoughts are very powerful, my gorgeous Capricornius. So you want this to work in your favor, and not the opposite. I'm not saying that that would be completely opposite, but then you would be affected by it like there is no tomorrow, in terms of slowing yourself down. And also, you know, like basically at around the 9th of September, you are going to have a situation where you're going to be tested a little bit. But this is a good test. It's like a bit of a challenge, almost as if you're going to like kind of come across you're going to come across someone who you will know and you will understand that needs your help. But then again, on another hand, you're going to feel like a little bit of anger towards that person. You're going to feel something quite negative around that person. Whether that person did something to you, whether this person said something to you, you know, you are going to feel like a kind of negative energy around that person. But you will know that that person is going to need your help. I know that this sounds like really kind of like easy for me to say, but try to help to that person, whoever this is. And even if you find them like horrible and vile or something, you know, just try to like kind of help that person, because you are gonna do something amazing here. And I'm not saying only because, you know, you are clearly going to have a karmic impact on your life, because something is going to come back to you in abundance purely because of that. Something is going to come to you already in October. This is September now, but something is going to come to you already in October in terms of the actual goodness, you know. So on one hand, you are gonna really kind of work on a certain grudge, which is going to elevate your grudge in between you and that person. But then on another hand, you're also going to kind of make a huge giant step here, because you know, this is, as I said, it's going to get back to you. And look, let me just shuffle these cards, and what is this going to reflect to you? On which part of your life is this exactly going to reflect to you, reflect on you, this goodness that it's going to come back at you? You see transformation, but I feel this very strongly, that it's a lot to do with this reflecting on you and going on to someone who mean to you like so much, someone who is so important to you, somebody who is part of your life, somebody who is like not sensitive necessarily, but it's to do with a quite young spirit. So, but that young spirit, that person, probably younger person or someone in your life, you know, who you love so much, you love so dearly. I know that this is going to sound absolutely crazy. Can you hear this? See? Yeah, I know that this is going to sound absolutely crazy, but that goodness is going to come back not to you, it's going to come back to you, but it's going to reflect, it's going to go on to someone else in your life who means to you so much, but who is being very, very sensitive at the moment. And this is going to, this energy, it's going to give them so much power, you see. So this is absolutely brilliant. Almost through your understanding, that other person in your life who means to you so much is going to be able to kind of reach your level of understanding understanding with something very, very specific that you were trying to explain to them in such a long time. So this is going to reflect on both of your transformations, your transformation and the transformation of someone who means to you like so much, my gorgeous Capricornius, indeed. And also, you know, it's like I like it a lot, because this, you know, also at around the mid-September, you are going to have such a beautiful opportunity to reach towards your own independence. Okay, so you're going to have a very important opportunity to reach towards your own independence. And I can tell you, at around the mid-September in particular, you know, the energy is going to be rising in such a way where you are going to benefit from absolutely perfect combination of material and spiritual prosperity. And that in itself, it's really kind of going to you know, it's going to and then after that moment in time, somebody really beautiful, somebody really honest, somebody really gorgeous, somebody really friendly in your life, somebody very consistent, somebody very generous, you know, somebody really with a really lovely and like a very caring energy. It's also going to inspire you so much. There is something that some kind of beautiful person in your life is going to do as well this month, you know, in September, and this is going to inspire you so much. Like, you will see what they did, you will see how they went, you will understand how it went, you know, and this is going to inspire you, because it's going to also like kind of provide you with a green light, you know, whether you should do something or not, whether you should go for something or not. So this is brilliant, because this person in itself, it's somebody really beautiful who you can learn from quite a lot, and it's absolutely beautiful and perfect person to kind of look up to in so many different ways. And also, you know, what I wanted to say, my gorgeous Capricornius, when it comes to the last 11 days of September, you know, someone will most certainly, you know, look at this. This is sounds so confusing, I assume, but you know, my gorgeous Capricornius, it looks like that the people in your life are gonna be playing a really important role here. Whether these are people in your life that are like very close to you, and whether these are people in your life who are getting on your nerves, it doesn't really matter. Every single person who you come across through the month of September, sorry, it's going to be playing a huge role in your life, because within the last 11 days, someone is going to be brutally honest with you, like, oh my God, my gorgeous Capricornius, you're not going to like this. Someone is going to be brutally honest with you, but you need that at this point in your life. This brutal honesty you will need at this point in your life, because that in itself, it's going to help you to become braver. It's going to show you your own how resilient you are. It's going to really push you towards things that you are experienced in life, in order to use this, in order to grow even stronger. And it's also going to provide you within the next 5 days after that moment in time, a fresh perspective, especially when it comes to things that caused the emotional confusion in your life over the last 5 months. And also, what I really like here, my gorgeous Capricornius, at around 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, at around the 14th and the 15th and the 16th of September, there is going to be such an interesting omen that you are going to have, such an interesting sign that you are going to have. This is going to be so personal to you. This is going to mean to you so much, and you could be kind of like facing the same thing, you know, like you with 10 people around you, but you will be the only one who is going to notice this. And what this sign is going to mean to you, it's going to be so personal, but most importantly, this sign is going to make you aware to follow your own good advice at that moment in time. That moment in time when you have that omen, when you have that sign, you need to remember to follow your own good advice, my gorgeous Capricornius, and you have to trust yourself, because you will know what is the best for you indeed. So which means that you're going to be asking yourself certain questions and things like that. When it comes to the actual not numerology, like what am I doing? When it comes to the actual nutrition and things like that, I strongly recommend you to get something for your sensitive bones, because your bones are going to be quite sensitive, but also at the same time something which is going to provide you with an additional energy, and it's also going to be brilliant for your immune system. So I highly recommend you to get something like a natural vitamin D3. This is something that you should be taking all the time, and I'm going to keep on saying this because this is the truth. And even if you are in the sun every single day, vitamin D3 is something that you should be taking, but especially when it comes to, like, you know, boosting your immune system, but also when it comes to your sensitive bones, in a combination with the actual zinc cholinate, and this is going to help you quite a lot when it comes to, you know, also feeling so much better, but at the same, in terms of the energy, in terms of boosting immune system, but at the same time it's going to help you like with your dry skin, hair and nails. And the third thing that I highly recommend you, my gorgeous Capricornians, and this is a big mama, it's organic chlorella. Every single person should be taking organic chlorella, because you need to take something in order to detoxify yourself from all these metals that are around us. The metal is in the air, the metal is in the soil, the metal is in the ground. Oh my god, it's absolutely everywhere. So we need something which is going to help us, you know, to fight that. And then you can actually get like organic chlorella. It's absolutely superb, and this have been proven many times over and over again, the power of detoxifying your body from all these poisons and all these metals. And on top of that, it's rich in omega-3 essential fatty acids, which is going to be absolutely superb for your brain, for your mind, for your memory, for your good feeling, you know. And it's also rich in protein. Okay, so this is something, organic chlorella, that you should be taking. And at the same time, you know, if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, with your GP, because only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And the link to buy these supplements is going to be in the description below, right at the bottom of the description. And if you can't find it that way, then you can just simply go on the Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin vitamins, and then you will see that my page is going to come up and you can find me that way as well. Okay, so now I'm going on the very first date, which is going to be quite important, my gorgeous Capricornians. And the very first date, it's actually going to be on the 4th of September. I like it so much, but I'm going to, before I go on the 4th of September, I'm going to go on the 1st of September. Because on the 1st of September, something is going to come to you that it's going to start kind of recharging you, baby, recharging your battery, recharging your energy. So something is going to come to you, certain thoughts, certain spark, and this is going to start creating so much within, without you even realizing. You know, you're going to feel very, very strong connection with a particular part of your life, how you want to plunge in as soon as possible. So by the time you get to the 4th of September, it's all about this passion being ignited, and it's all about you going for it, you know. It's about following that creativity, creative spark, but also it's about understanding that it's to do with like a really kind of like some kind of new endeavor, but at the same time it's to do with the part of your life that is on one hand obviously it's going to become obvious here. It's about the energized potential. So you go what makes you feel happy, you go with it, you go with this flow. You know, every single one of us has got different things going on, so it's something that makes you feel really good and happy about yourself. But at the same time, this in itself, it's not only going to provide a really solid foundation that is about to be laid, that you can build up so much upon, but at the same time this is going to create a time very, very soon in your life. And already by the end of December 2022, you're already going to have a big, beautiful, gorgeous reason for celebration indeed. And that it's also going to show you how powerful you are, how strong you are, how resilient you are. By the same time, this is indeed going to bring you like a financial independence, because as I said, this is going to help you to enjoy fruits of labor, and it's going to kind of make you self-sufficient. I'm not saying that you're not self-sufficient, but I'm just saying that you're going to be so much better off with this later on. And at the same time, you are going to start realizing like which new things are becoming attractive to you in your life, especially in the stage, in the period in between the 4th and the 15th of September. It's all about this kind of new attractions that slowly but surely like coming into your life. And also when it comes to the 4th of December, sorry, when it comes to the 4th of September, you know, it's just basically, you know, I know I'm saying quite a lot, but at the same time, if you think, and and it's not only about 4th of September, but from the 4th of September onwards, you are going to find yourself being extremely busy, and a lot is going to be going on, a lot is going to be happening. So just remember that you must understand the power of just a kind of like to bring the balance and fun into your life, because you're going to be juggling many priorities, but at the same time a lot is going to be happening. But at the same time you need to understand that if you feel, oh God, you know, things are like, you know, like it's becoming too much, then you can just like kind of like really kind of take a break, step away for a day or two and just recharge. By recharging, you are of course going to protect your own creativity. So this is indeed important. The second significant date is going to be on the 15th of September. On the 15th of September, my gorgeous Capricornians, very good news, you know, you're going to have. And you know, the good news that you're going to have, it's going to make you feel really good. It's going to put a big smile on your face. You know why? Because it's to do with an important accomplishment. Like you're going to feel like, oh my God, I accomplished something so good here. I accomplished something so big here, and you're going to like it. So this is all about the accomplishment, but it's not only about you feeling really good. You know why this accomplishment is very important? Because it's going to reveal to you which direction to follow. Okay, so your accomplishment on the 15th of September, it's also about to reveal to you which direction to follow, my gorgeous Capricornians. And that in itself, it's really about you just recognizing important skills. But just remember that the important thing is to follow things that make you feel good and happy, that makes you feel passionate. So it's about you recognizing important skill, following them, but also recognize and also becoming kind of like a very you know, something that you're going to learn or something that you've learned over the last 11 months, you know, some kind of new learning process that you started, that you became aware of. It's also going to kind of make your mind really, really curious. And once you become curious, you are suddenly going to become quite nostalgic, and then there's certain things about your past that you're going to be thinking about, and suddenly you're going to realize, you know, oh, you're going to be paying attention to the certain part of your life in the past that when you felt like very strongly that rules are not fair, that certain rules are, for example, not fair, and you need to work this out, you need to figure this out, because this became like a little bit of an unhealthy attachment. And by becoming aware of what this is, you're also putting a light on it and you're healing yourself. So this is something that is strongly going to be the part of your process that you need to really kind of cut yourself from, because it's time to move on indeed. And also, what else I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Capricornians, of course, it would be this gorgeous bracelet at red jasper, because every single time when we are dealing with our lives, you know, when so much is going on, and every single time when our passion is coming into to take over, the passion is like everything. Our spirit is a passion, you know, the passion is everything. That's exactly one of the most healthiest things in this world, in this life, that we should be doing and we should be following. You know, just follow your passion no matter what. So there are a lot of things that you're going to be able to connect to, but at the same time, you know, as I said, a lot will be going on, so very easily you can like a kind of not really very easily you cannot be able to establish what takes priority. And now this time it's important to do things just right. Do those things that take priority, of course, but sometimes things can get a little bit messed up, so it's not as easy to notice. So a bracelet at red jasper, it's on one hand going to really kind of charge you up so nicely towards your passion, but it's also going to be keeping you grounded, level-headed, and it's going to be protecting you from the negative energy. So this makes you even more passionate about things that you should be passionate about. This gorgeous bracelet at red jasper comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Capricornians, you're also supporting my channel as well, so thank you. So the third important date is going to be on the 26th of September. Now the 26th of September, it's like, oh my lord, you see this? Look, let me show you. The 26th of September. Okay, so you are going to really get an important message. Very important message. This is going to be a big mama, and this message that you're going to get, this is going to surprise you, because it's to do with a certain process and a certain progress in your life that you did not expect, like kind of to go on this level, but at least at this stage, at this point in your life. And that, you know, that in itself, it's going to be, you see this, it's going to really provide you with an important vision. You will know here, because things that were missing in your life in terms of of understanding, in terms of the vision, and in terms of what to do next, not as such as what to do next, but how to make a particular step in your life, you know. This is going to give you an important vision, like a really big vision you are going to have here. So as soon as you become aware of this really surprise achievement here, is to do with the swift activity, sudden progress, you know, but at the same time it is going to make you aware that you will be able to make a very big and very important decision very, very soon indeed. And that decision is going to reflect on your personal spiritual growth on one hand, but then on another hand, that decision is going to make you aware. You will choose this yourself, a hard work, but you will know that the hard work at this moment in time is needed, is necessary, is essential to make the best possible progress, because very soon you are going to have amazing pleasures in your life. And now at this moment in time, you just need to kind of reorganize as much as you can. And I do like it because it's also going to help you to come up with an absolutely, on one hand, resolution of a massive problem, okay, but on another hand, it's to do with the conclusion that you're going to have, which is almost immediately going to bring this wonderful, beautiful, gentle energy of healing into your life, because it's to do with a satisfactory result, but at the same time it's to do with an even better thing after that, a very, very successful compromise. And when that happens, you know, something is going to inspire you. You're going to hear something, some kind of information that you're going to find so beneficial indeed, okay. And also at the same time, you know, that conclusion, it's going to be brilliant. I like it so much because you will know the reason why you're going to feel so satisfactory, so happy and satisfactory result, and such a fulfillment, because you will know that you're going to do something really powerful here. You're going to prevent a tower in your life that could have happened, like a very, otherwise it would have been very horrible situation that would like kind of get you unexpectedly and throw you out of balance for a while. So you will know, oh thank God, you know, that you're not actually going to that you're not going to you know, have this tower situation. So this is absolutely brilliant. And also on another hand, you know, you will understand within the last 7 days of September the power of understanding and cooperation as well. You know, the power of, you must pay attention to people that you're going to come across, that you explain things to them in the proper way. I'm not saying that you're not explaining things in a proper way, but you know, just like a kind of like a, you do not need to tread carefully about a certain people, around a certain people, but it's just all about you kind of explaining yourself in the best possible way, because you're going to be surrounded by the people who may not understand you completely. So you're just going to need to kind of like try to find a different way how you can explain something to them. So this is all about the understanding and cooperation, but at the same time, you know, it's like about you, you know, realizing something else about yourself through that, something else about your personality, something else about your spirit, something else about your soul. You're going to realize how unique you are, how powerful you are, how different you are, and you're going to like it. And this is so important when it comes to this spiritual journey, you know. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant time when it comes to you understanding something so special and so specific about yourself. And another thing that I was going to recommend you would be this gorgeous dendritic agate, tiger dendritic agate. Absolutely beautiful. This is going to help you so much to activate your third psychic eye, and also at the same time it's going to help you to understand and remember your dreams more. If you're like a meditating and relaxing, this really helps you like to kind of like gather your thoughts, and it helps you a lot to see things more vividly in terms of understanding what comes to you, what comes to us, you know. But also it tends to like a kind of like, if you're doing something that you're really enjoying, you are really creating a very special vibration and energy and return. This really helps you to like kind of like almost like creates a magnetic energy, like when it comes to like a picking up on the right things, you know, that comes from deep within, that otherwise we wouldn't notice. I highly recommend you to get this. This comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. So now, my gorgeous Capricornius, I'm just going to see briefly what is going to happen in the first part part of September, mid part of September, and the last part of September. In the first part of September, be as optimistic as you can, take as much as you can, because without you even realizing, you are going to be planting, seeds, and these seeds are not going to be only planted, but they are actually going to be quite well planted. So you need to understand that efforts and investments will be rewarded in the future indeed, but the need for patience is obvious. The mid part of September, please just ignore people who are having opinions, completely opposing opinions to you. You are going to come across some people mid-September who mean absolutely nothing to you, but maybe because you're going to find yourself like quite busy, and maybe they will find you like at the wrong time. Just try to not to bite in, because there is no point. Your opinions are completely like opposite. They couldn't be more opposite, so just basically try to really avoid and walk away from this. But there's absolutely no point to waste your energy whatsoever. What you're going to try to prove to these people, you're just wasting your time, because they're never going to be able to understand you. Well, the last part of this month, it's just like basically, I like it, the enthusiasm that you are going to have, optimism that you are going to feel. You're going to feel very creative, but then at the same time, there is some kind of impatience that you're going to have. And this is an important word, impatient, because at around the time when you have this impatience, you are going to become aware of the news of exciting opportunities. And this is going to allow your creativity to go on a completely different level. So I'm keep on saying this throughout the month of September, to do things that you are passionate about, and also try to finish where you start. So now, my gorgeous Capricornians, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationships. So now, to those of you in relationship, you must, when you become aware of the certain family problem, you need to deal with this. My goodness, you and your partner are going to become aware of some kind of family problem, some kind of family issue, and it's going to seem like, oh, you can do that later, you can do this the next day, you can do this in a week, in a month. No, baby, no. Listen to me very carefully. As soon as you become aware of this family problem, family matter, please try to deal with it almost immediately, because this is going to bring you a mind-blowing satisfaction and accomplishment. You have no idea where this is going to take you. This is going to take you somewhere good. This is going to take you somewhere brilliant. This is going to take you to a very, very happy place. Safety and security when it comes to healing, when it comes to your grounding, when it comes to your financial situation, when it comes to your happiness in general. This is going to be a big mama indeed. And when it comes to those of you who are single and ready to mingle, my gorgeous Capricornians, what I want to say to you, this is really important, because you are going to you are going to find yourself like really at around the 8th of September and at around the 18th of September, you're really going to find yourself being like very kind of like doing something that you really enjoy. But this is more about you feeling very committed to something. It's a lot it's a lot about you doing something that you enjoy, but also it's a lot about you understanding that this is to do with some kind of commitment. Commitment, this is going to be on your mind quite a lot. Now, you need to understand that this part of your life, it's really going to require personal effort, quite a lot of personal effort. And why am I saying this to you? Because this personal effort is also on one hand going to make you aware of a bad investment, which is brilliant, but then on another hand, you are gonna really kind of you're gonna find this really rewarding. And once you find this rewarding, something is gonna come to you in terms of that particular commitment. Something is like literally going to come to you, and what is going to come to you, it's also at the same time going to make you aware of like some kind of like a balance in your life. So you see how everything is connected. So about the balance in your life, and that particular realization, that when you kind of realize that you need to bring balance into your life, it's also that only at that moment in time, only then you're going to become aware of the fact where you're not going to become aware of that, but you need to know that only then you're going to start becoming ready to actually let someone in your life. I'm not saying that you, like, you know what I mean, like that you weren't feeling ready so far, but this is very strongly indicating the point that, you know, it's about what is going to come to you in terms of the balance. You will want to go somewhere, you will want to do something, you will want to visit certain place. It is going to bring some kind of change into your life, which is going to push you towards of reconnecting with a certain path, something that you have left behind, something where you need to return. Maybe you stopped going to the certain place, maybe you stopped doing certain things, maybe you didn't communicate to people enough. You know, this is going to be revealed to you. Suddenly you're going to feel very strongly like you want to visit a certain place, you want to go somewhere, but this in itself is also going to bring the feelings within you. Oh, you want to reconnect with people, and you're going to start feeling extremely social. At around that moment in time, pay attention to where your mind is drifting, because where your mind is going to be drifting, there is someone very specific that is going to be waiting for you very, very soon. It is not going to happen in September, but October, November and December. Okay, so it's not September, but it's going to be in October, between October, November and December, when this person is going to come in full on, like, oh my God. But it's also all going to start here. Okay, so this is in itself quite important. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.